What's going on, guys? So I'm here with Daryl right now. We're gonna work on his car later. If you guys haven't seen, I actually did a video with his car before I left for Japan. I'll put in the cinematic video that I did for it right here. God damn, this shit got low. Yo, yeah. Fuck. And then today what I'm going to be doing, I'm actually going to be taking the battery out in the fuse box and try relocating it. But I'm just going to be testing out while mocking up the cash can and putting the cash can there, making the lines for it. And I did the fuel return line already. So it's all A out, A6 straight down to that little clamp I was telling you guys about. This clamp, that red clamp. So it's technically like a hose clamp. And yeah, same method as how I did the fittings and installing it and all that. So I'm gonna take the battery out, and I'm not gonna be using this battery anymore because I did pick up the new Odyssey PC680 battery. This is the battery I'm gonna be using, Odyssey PC680. This is a lot smaller than your OEM battery. And I already decided to mock up the terminals, so the terminal is already on there, and you guys can see the size difference for sure. And these are the terminals. I bought these terminals for roughly like 12 bucks. So yeah, they screw on by hex key or by Allen key all the way down there. Well, you guys can't really see it. And this is for this top if you want to use different connectors. But before we actually install this battery, we gotta take all this out. I need to unplug the fuse box, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Really simple. There's only plugs underneath. Take this battery out and then put the cash can in it and probably clean up the bottom portion. And I need to bring the power cable and the ground cable inside of the car, so I might use the original harness loom that this harness goes to in there, and hopefully it fits because I think it's already been smushed up in there. So we'll try to make it work. We're gonna start off by taking off the battery. Take off your battery terminals if you guys haven't. I already did mine because I left for Japan. And take off the fuse box. Fuse box, there is 3 10s. There's 2 down here and 1 on the firewall. Oh. So take these off. And I don't think I'm gonna be fully mounting everything. This is just like a day because I'm gonna help Daryl on this car. We're gonna do his rear lip. And I know you guys like seeing like a lot of videos of me like actually working on like or like kicking with the homies. So we're doing that, and we're working on cars. So hopefully you guys like the fuel line, inline fuel filter relocation or fuel filter relocation that I did. Hopefully it kind of makes sense. If you guys don't like get it, you guys can always comment and I will respond to it. Try to help you guys out. I'm not sure how the cash can's mounting up yet. Like I don't know how it actually like stays in place. So I actually do it. And a lot of people ask me like, how do you do this and that? There's sometimes, of course, you guys look at forums on how to do things, or you just tackle it yourself and you just learn from, you know, just do it. In order for you to learn, you have to do it yourself, and sometimes, yeah, you learn how to do it yourself. You can teach all your friends and teach everybody else. Fucking heavy battery. And then, so I'll move the fuse box real quick. There's a little lid right here. You guys do is pop the lid off, screwdriver. Like that, pop the lid off. And then once you guys get the lid off, there's connectors under here. And damn, these look like shit. But what you guys have to do is just unplug it by hand. And I recommend using gloves if yours look like this. First time doing a battery relocation ever. Sometimes when you guys work on cars, you guys can't be scared of working your own car, because the benefit about you guys working on your own car is you learn how to work on it, of course, and then if you run into your own problems, you know how to fix your own problems. That's why if you bring a car to the shop and then you run into an error, you don't know how to fix it. So what you do is bring back to the shop and you waste more of your time. Break shit here, there, and all that. And yeah, but yeah, that's the fuse box. Take it out, 4 plugs. And make sure when you guys take off these 2 cables, you guys know where it goes. And yeah, just leave the screws in there so you don't lose it. Once we have the fuse box out of the way, what we're gonna try doing is bringing the loom for the power wire. The ground wire, what you guys could do is take it off, because you guys can just re-ground it where we're replacing your battery, because your whole car is metal. So we'll take off the ground wire from here. This one's a lot longer, and I feel like it's a lot easier to bring in. But let's just mock up the cash can real quick and see how the cash can fits, because I don't know how the cash can sits. And then I'll tuck all the wires later. Here's the cash can, Speed Factory, check them out. Good quality products. And I feel like it should just sit in here. Okay, so it fits right into the battery tray. Probably will most likely have to screw it down somehow, but I feel like it wouldn't move if you have your AN lines connected. So one thing I'm noticing right now is, if you guys see, my brake line for the passenger side is actually in the way of the AN lines. It can still get around it, but it is in the way. So I might have to use a 45, arch it up, or probably do a full 90-degree bend on it. But I think it'll be okay. If anything, I'll try to lower the line a bit somehow. But that's how it sits. Well, minus all this ugly shit right here. It actually sits pretty low and nice. It looks really clean. And without the battery and the fuse box, it looks a lot cleaner. Oh, damn, Daryl hooked it up. Oh, these are too small, but they work. So 45, might 45 it. Yeah, I think it'll be okay if I use a 45-degree bend on both of these and have it going that way, or I might have to 90 it, but we'll see for now. Thank you, Daryl. Daryl, real MVP. Okay, so I know the cash can fits and how it sits. So the only concern now is actually getting the fuse box line inside and the power wire. 12 volt. Let's see. This. So these 2 also, because these 2 are for the fuse box. I just gotta figure out how to bring it in there. I'll probably take off the tray and then pull it through the loom and see where we go from there. This is probably the hardest one. Probably gotta take off this plug and pull it all through. I could probably just leave the fuse box right here. Maybe. I feel like it's a little easier for me at the moment. So let me put the fuse box in real quick and see how the cash can sits with it. Alright, so looks like it fits with the fuse box. So I might actually just leave my fuse box here. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, honestly. So I'll probably just try to figure out how to wire the power wire into the passenger side. So I'll probably run it underneath, and I might have to extend this one just for this. But I think we'll see. But wow, honestly, cash can setup, I think it'll look a lot nicer. Wow, I like that. Yeah, I'll probably just leave my fuse box in here. Ooh. Alright. So this is where I'm at right now. I decided to keep the fuse box here, like I said, and gotta run this through where the engine harness goes to the ECU. So I'm gonna cut a hole into this and slide this in there, and then I'm gonna make sure that this is long enough for the fuse box, but if it's not, I will extend it. And this one's okay. My battery is literally gonna sit right here. It's gonna be right there, and then the ECU is right here. So that loom or that power wire should be long enough, hopefully. And I just gotta ground it. Yeah, I thought I was gonna tuck the fuse box, but I'm just gonna leave it here, so it'll be fine. And yeah, and don't mind all that dirt, that's just from no fender liner and all that. But so I'm gonna poke a hole or cut a hole into this, slide it in, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after. So this is where we're at. Daryl was helping me feed it in, so my power cable's in there now. This is for the fuse box. I need to get 12 gauge or whatever gauge this is to extend it out. And this one's okay. I'm gonna slightly tuck it under and run it right here for the fuse box. Just gotta plug all of these back into my fuse box. And then, yeah, just clean this up a bit. This is for my this is for my chocolate canister. I don't need it anymore. And then, yeah, just zip tie, make it look clean. And I need to clean this up too. This is my O2 extension wire. And then in my car, as of now, the battery's right here. And hold on, let me make it brighter for you guys real quick. So I say that I'm gonna mount my battery right here on the foot, the rest. Positives right here, and then the terminals right here. So it'll fit, and then, yeah, the ground is gonna run it and put the bracket on top. But for now, I need to get wires, and I'm gonna wait for my older brother to come back home because he has a bunch of extra wires. Try to do now is mock up the cash can and tuck this right here. So when I need to extend it, or a part is mock up the cash can and then just leave it there for now. So I'm just gonna put it all back in, and then, yeah, I can't really do much from here now. I do have other shit to install in my car, like the water temp sensor and all that, but that's probably gonna have to wait until I actually pull the car out because I don't want all the coolant and everything to spill out. I can always make my new AN lines. That would be nice. I just have to extend one of the fuse box wires for this one right here. But besides that, it's mocked up, and I decided to use two 45-degree fittings on here. Goes underneath the distributor over to the block, and I might make the lines right now. Probably just let the lines hang because I still have to extend that wire before I actually like fully mount this. But what do you guys think? It looks so nice. Getting rid of that, going all the way over there, and this spot's gonna be a lot more open too. Shit. Well, I'll probably make the lines, and then, yeah, you guys already know how to make the lines. I already showed you guys. So I might just do the lines myself and then just ride underneath. I normally listen to like Revolution stuff, so it's a bit the same. Or Tribe Called Quest. Oh yeah. Tribe Called. Dude, that's too much. That's too much. that's sick though. Chinese chicken. Oh my god. All right. So I got one of the lines made already. So it's a 45 all the way down to a 90, and I already did the other one. It's a 90 to 45. I already used my 90s from there, and we're just gonna mock it up. And now let me say on how I'm doing this cash can setup. During my video of me unboxing everything, I did say that I was actually gonna do 2 lines back to the back of the block and 2 lines from the valve cover. But I decided not to. I decided to do a closed system. Because what you could do is run 2 AN lines from the valve cover all the way over to the cash can and run 2 to the back of the block. But what it's basically doing is rerouting it, so it's technically like the black breather box that comes stock on the car. But I don't want all that junk to go back in the motor since the motor is rebuilt and it's clean. So I'm just gonna run 2 straight AN lines from the valve cover to the cash can, so it catches all that junk and nothing goes back into the system. So that's what I'm gonna do. And there's a lot of boosted cars that do this way, and there's a lot of cars that do the route where the drain back goes back to the back of the block. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna capture everything, and then just doing this way though, your cash can does get more full, like faster and stuff, but you get all that shit out, and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's how I'm gonna do it. So if you guys have any complaints, you guys just drop a comment. I mean, I don't care honestly. But this is how I'm doing it. This is my motor, this is my car, you know. So I'm gonna run 2 lines from the valve cover straight to the cash can, and then the 2 other dash cans down here, I bought plugs from Summit Racing, so I'm gonna cap them off. And yeah, so it'd be straight from there. But let me put this line on for you guys and show you guys what it looks like afterwards. And I'll probably put the intake arm and everything back on.
Like, yeah, those are all the cars, dude. Big body, big wheels.
Damn, that was when you were younger and shit.
Yeah, like, damn.
I remember when I used to see like sick ass like cars and shit when I was younger too.
In the wild.
Like, what the fuck is that?
It's different to see it in the wild.
Yeah.
Than a car show.
It's completely different. But now it's like, since we're older now, like now just seeing like nice cars is a nice feeling. Like as like we got older, our tastes in cars are different now.
It is, yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like I say a bit hard to find like what you would consider a nice build now to you.
Yeah.
You know? There we go. It's done. The line is a little bit too long right here, but it'll be fine. I think have a little slack is okay. all the way to the cash can, and I'm plugging that up, and that shit looks clean. Now about mounting this down, I think it's okay. Like it won't move. Like it sits really snug with the original battery tray, the little black portion, and then the lines are holding it in place too. But yeah, and then the intake should fit right over. But I'm not gonna tighten these down because I have to take it off again and extend that wire. And I did find wires right here, so I'm gonna use the 6 gauge over here and extend that wire and put it back on here, and we'll be straight. But yeah, I think this is where this video is gonna go to. Keep you guys updated because I still have a lot more parts to install in the car, and this is just gonna be all that I'm gonna do today, I guess, somewhat. So yeah, drop a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and yeah, have one for Sunday, but I don't think this video is gonna be out today. So alright guys, take care. I just forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, peace out.